I'm down for either. That's a crazy dog. Look at that one.
And it's gonna rain. We're not weathermen.
Yeah, but you're kind of like freaked out a little bit. Huh?
Okay.
Action, guys.
No, I can't. Oh my God. Hey, what do you want? You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. There's nothing I can do. So cut.
You know, it's like everyday life. We're about to shoot the parade and the, you know,
Performance.
yeah,
Basically.
parade performance shot. In front of like 300 people with only underwear on. Well, it's 3:20 and we're still in our underwear.
Ryan's mustache might be my favorite.
Yeah, grew this over last night. We all have mustaches as well. For a coat. I don't know, we haven't made a video in a long time and we're not used to that. And I don't know, we just want to make a fun video. There's no concept, there's no through line. It's just kind of a bunch of fun situations that we put ourselves in. Yeah, I think in John's dreams, women have mustaches.
Yeah.
He dreams of that.
Personal thing I kind of threw in at the end of the treatment.
He's always loved girls with facial hair, so it's just, I mean, it's one of the most straightforward songs lyrically we've ever had, and we just wanted to have a song that people could kind of get on the first listen, and we all wrote the lyrics together, which was something new, and kind of, I don't know, it was one of those spur-of-the-moment songs that just happened in like a couple hours, and it's just really about, like, I don't know, it's just over-the-top serious or anything. It's just a fun song. Really just a song that we all wrote together that was written about basically like our situation for the past few years, and just kind of looking at it all in a good way and a positive thing and enjoying everything. I don't know, these are probably my new favorite pants though, because yeah, they made them for me. This guy named Anthony made them, and it's really nice. He did some clothes on our last tour, and he did our photo shoot for the album and stuff. It's hard to find clothes that even fit me, so. It's pretty weird, man.
Alright.
I wake up and I have to climb this ladder, and I'm climbing up to hit the alarm. Yeah, my clock's just like massive, so I mean I need a ladder to get to the top of it. So yeah, I got the biggest clock.
As soon as that birdcage is set, we'll go.
Hair makeup is the best place to be on a video shoot. Take really good care of you in here. Make you look awesome. And it's 1:08 p.m. I just woke up from a long nap.
Playing guitar, sitting on the piano.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool.
All right. Hope you like the video. We may have took a bigger step than we thought. I feel like we didn't really know what we wanted it to sound like, so we weren't that excited to start because we were kind of unsure of, you know, what we wanted to do. So that was definitely, I think, in the back of my mind at least. Pop music and rock music, and a lot of other people like that too. Night and Afternoon is still one of my favorites just because it kind of was like a turning point. Some of the stuff I sing now, and then some of the stuff is still written by me that he sings. But he also has a few songs on this album that are his own. Hi, I'm Ryan. Favorite bands are
The Beatles, Bob Dylan, Spinal Tap, the Beach Boys. Yeah, it's just a lot different. I think it's been, it's been 3 or 4 years since we wrote a record, so we've done some growing up, and we've got a new member, a new man in the band, and he helped out a lot, so I think people will be surprised with what's going to be on it. Doing this tour can keep ticket prices down because a lot of our fans are younger and they don't exactly have huge incomes. I remember the jobs I had when I was like 16, 17, so it's nice to have Honda be a sponsor and kind of help us get more people into the shows. Yeah, creative control was pretty much in our hands, and that's a big thing with our band and everything, so that was one reason why we wanted to do it, because we'd heard that, the bands do have a lot of say in what goes on this tour, so. Yeah, I think we all love the Beatles. They're probably all of our, at least close to favorite bands, so being able to go over there and actually work with Peter Cobbin, who's mixing it, and he's done some Beatles remixes and stuff, so it's kind of special, I think, for all of us to be able to go over there as young as we are right now and do a record. We're all pretty excited about playing theaters on this tour because we did a big arena tour last winter, and it was a lot of fun, and the show was pretty big, and I guess there's just something special about playing theaters, and you feel really close to the audience in those places, and you can kind of, I don't know, it feels like a more personable show sometimes, so the fact that we get to come out and basically our first US tour in over a year is going to be something that kind of reminds us of, the kind of places we played when we first started. I've been a Ducks fan ever since I was a kid, and I used to play hockey, so. All right, Kent, let's get back to the highlights.
Quack, 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 quack. Go Ducks! Yeah, we're feeling so good.
We've been really fortunate, and we're just excited to be able to go out on tour again. It's been quite a while, so to be able to start this record cycle on this Honda tour is a pretty big tour to get.
And the Honda Civic Tour logo on the rear bumper, which is right over there.
I really love the seats. I wish I had those seats in my car.
What would you do, John? I think we all enjoy the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Bob Dylan. John loves that.
Don't drive drunk. And then walked up there, no one knew who we were, so.
The next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Hopefully,
in the band still
playing music together.
Shout out to BuzzNet. Yeah, I think people don't really know how much we like to joke around.
Yeah.
That song for us was just something quick we wrote, and we wanted it to open the album. It's kind of just something to make you smile. Yeah. The Birthday Song by the Beatles.
Sing a little for us?
It's like,
You say it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
it's like they wrote the birthday song. That's like writing the Christmas song.
What's the one rumor that you guys have read about yourselves that is just probably the most ridiculous?
I love the ones that are like dead set on us dating. Like they are. And they're just lying to everyone.
Yeah. The Ryan Brendan.
Yeah, which is obviously completely
sex
true.
tape. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, why wouldn't it?
I think, I don't know, as far as what we'll be wearing, but our fans can at least expect another kind of visually appealing show, just different from the last time. We've been talking about, what we want to do with the show and everything, but it's still a couple of months off, so we can't really say anything for certain yet. We won't be wearing long underwear on stage. I know it's really exciting for us because we haven't been on tour for quite a while now, so the fact that we can come back and have a new record out and do the Honda tour as our first tour is pretty exciting, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
What was the most absurd rumor you read about yourself?
They're all so good.
They are all so good.
I'm gonna have to say you and Brendan dating.
Yeah.
That's not about you.
That's a constant one. About you.
That's just generally our favorite one about the entire band.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't think our record's that depressing.
I have a picture of you guys styling your clothes.
Do I look like this? Because they look Amish.
That was me. I came up with it. I came up with all of it.
Came up with it.
With both words.
What did you come up with?
Pretty odd.
Pretty odd, yeah.
Came up with pretty odd.
That's good. Clever.
We called the album Pretty Odd because that's kind of what it sounded like to us. I wanted to be like when you're walking through like a fun house and like things jump out at you and you get scared for a minute, but then you're like, oh, that was kind of fun. We loved making it. Being in the studio this time was a lot better, at least, you know, in the sense of stress or getting along with the rest of the band than it was last time, so this is the perfect album, you know. I can't tell you any funny stories because we'd probably be killed. Stop talking. I don't know if we'll be playing it this year. We haven't found out what we're doing this summer yet, so. When I saved Spencer's life. Do you believe in magic? Aladdin because he was fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Chris Angel. Yeah, with my guitar solos every day. It's goodbye from me. We're actually talking about Radiohead today.
Yeah. They're not one of our favorite bands, but I think something we like about them is that they just want to do something that's their own. I think that's what we kind of take from every band that we look up to, like the Beatles, you know. Yeah, we were just listening to different music. It's been a couple of years since we wrote any songs, and I started listening to Tom Waits and Bob Dylan a lot. At least those two guys really impressed me lyrically. I've been getting into the stuff that these guys grew up listening to.
Well, it's for 9 in the afternoon, and I'd say it's probably our best video yet. I don't know, it was a lot of fun to make. The three of us were in it more than we used to be in any of the other videos, and well...
Candyland.
What? Candyland, yeah, where I'm wearing a horse mask. The Beatles, Beach Boys, Rolling Stones, The Who, Bob Dylan. I don't know
Tom Petty.
Guys. Tom Petty, yeah.
Creedence.
That Green Gentleman. Where we are now, we're about to shoot it in a couple of days. It's just kind of a song that's about us, and you know, the chorus is things have changed for me, but that's okay. And that's kind of summing up the whole song. It's just, you know, a statement about the past few years for us. And it is, and it's also one that we wrote together, lyrically and musically. So the new video is going to be for That Green Gentleman, and we're working with good old Alan Ferguson. And the treatment is, it's got to do with some of those Russian dolls that you have, you know, when you were kids, and you have a big one, and then you take the top off, and there's smaller ones, and then smaller ones. There's young versions of us in the video. It's going to be kind of our like us as children in the video. Us as toddlers, you know, running around. You know, we dusted that off. John's mom had a bunch of old VHS tapes that
back in the archives.
You know, back when he was.
We just wanted to really portray something about making people feel positive rather than negative.
I dropped out of college, but I mean, I didn't have to go to finals, so that was alright. I'd say the worst thing for a guitar player would be getting his hands chopped off.
I try to spend as much time in the clouds as I possibly can. This is the end of our playlist, and just want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed our choices.
One that we all loved was Young Modern by Silverchair, and well, I guess that was last year, but still seems new enough.
Yeah, it feels like
that one, and like the newest Shins album.
Yeah.
We all like that, and the newest Arcade Fire. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Killers.
Those are
kind of like. It was kind of a little bit daunting, I guess, walking in the first day, but everybody there was so great to us and was really enthusiastic about working on a record, and so they made us feel pretty at home. Hey, you got candy for us.
Yes, we do.
That's nice. No one else has gotten candy for us yet. Well, when the song started getting played on radio, we hadn't even chosen a single, and we just didn't really know what we wanted to do, and so we were just saying, No, just tell them don't play it. We gotta figure this out first. And
Yeah,
they're like,
we were so new to it.
You can't tell them not to play it. They're gonna play it.
Yeah.
So then we were like, oh.
So we just
all right. Well, I guess we should pick a song and do a video then. I can buy toothpaste whenever I want.
Yeah.
We've been planning these outfits for the past year, and we finally got them together this weekend. But you know, he has gold boots. Yeah, both. Sleep till noon, then do crunches. I'll give you mine. We'll trade clothes.
Don't be scared of us. Oh my God, you're getting kicked. Don't get my dress. Don't make me punch you.
I was watching out for
What a rock star. I totally saw that. Did you see that, Debbie? He's like, get the hell out of my way. Oh.
I think this jacket is Cosa Nostra, and this vest is 150 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that Gap?
No, American Apparel.
Move on over. I think, Miley Cyrus is behind you.
Guitarist Ryan Ross is Cosa Nostra. Other band members joke that they were actually wearing their dad's closet.
Well, that's starting to get pretty expensive. So I think we're gonna have to think of something else to do next time. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Oh, we have the same scarf and everything, same jacket.
The wardrobe is really funny. I wouldn't wear this. I don't. This scarf, look at this.
That's an.
I'm Ryan. Actually, last night I tried to use the coffee maker to make some tea and it didn't work, so I don't have much faith in that. The fact that you can, make a video on your phone and then upload it to the internet.
Well, the next song is by the White Stripes. It's called You Don't Know What Love Is, and I haven't seen the whole video, but I like the song, so here it is. Weez Boys.
Weez Boys.
The next song is by the Cold War Kids. It's called Hang Me Out to Dry. One of the coolest new bands I've heard in a while, so I hope you guys like this song. Check it out. John.
I will.
A lot of the advanced talk around the record has focused a lot on it being sort of a Beatlesque record.
We're all huge fans of them, and
Yeah.
so it's like, I think every band has been influenced by those that they look up to, so, I mean, it was never a thing where we're like, okay, we're going to try to sound like the Beatles. It was just, we were writing songs that we liked, and if people happen to think that they
Do you think
remind
that comes
them
from
of
more
them.
from some of the instrumentation, the horns and the cellos, and is that why people are saying that, you think?
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, we had that stuff on our first album too, so it's like a little bit more of a classic approach to songwriting from a songwriting standpoint, and not so dateable. It's kind of more of a broad spectrum.
Right.
I mean, I know we like all of that stuff, from whatever Rubber Soul and the White Album and all that. But I think that even before, we were into just that kind of theatrical element of things,
Right.
and it wasn't like a thing where we wanted to do like a Sgt. Pepper's thing. It was like before we were writing these songs, we were writing stuff that was almost entirely orchestrated. So it just kind of like, carried over into some of this stuff. I'd say at least half the record does have that kind of fantastical instrumentation thing, but we were really just trying to fit, try to fit the mood of each song. And so in some cases we thought, it's got to have this.
Right.
Actually, we're trying to finish the lyrics to that song while we were already in the studio, and just wanted to put it in there. And it's also one of the tracks closer to the front of the record. And I don't know, it's just something I came up with one night.
The periods in the title you decided as well? Or?
Oh, no, not really. But when I was telling the guys the idea, I was like, it could be both. So we just decided to put
You're
it in.
adding periods and dropping exclamation points.
We just try to find clothes we like, man.
Yeah. If you had to name your single favorite Beatles song.
I would probably say I'm the Walrus.
We didn't get any cool stuff, but we did have to wait outside for about 15 minutes because they couldn't find our tickets, so that was cool. We watch Some Kind of Monster pretty much once or twice a day.
Yeah.
And Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
About the coolest thing I ever got was like a pair of silk boxers with the British flag on them. And actually on the bottom of the container it said, my lower back hair.
Yeah, gotcha,
here.
bitches.
Welcome back, everyone. We're Panic at the Disco. We hope you're enjoying our hit list very much. It's by The Killers, and it's called Read My Mind. And it's a good song and a good video, so here you go. Send all your tank tops or sleeveless tees to us. Brendan's house, because we love those. Sleeveless monkeys tee.
Sleeveless monkeys tee.
Dude, look at this.
That's beautiful. George Michael's dress.
I think Ryan shops the most, actually,
Okay.
to be honest with you. So.
Ryan, he'll wear whatever he wants, whenever he wants. So
what exactly is 9 in the afternoon?
It's just this time. We love you so much. It always changes, but right now it's probably I'm the Walrus. Musically and lyrically, that song is one of the most interesting songs I've ever heard. I think the only love song on the album is When the Day Met the Night. And it's probably one of the hardest songs we could possibly pick.
It's the
so
only
maybe,
I love you song.
maybe we can make a special version of it, maybe that night for all the kids missing prom.
Yeah.
What song do you guys sing in the shower?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll sing whatever, whatever your song is in your head when you wake up that morning, kind of tends to be the one. That would be pretty odd, Jen. Do we ever think about changing our name? And yes, we do. Every day we come up with better band names than Panic at the Disco. Every single day. But we'll probably not change our name. Well, I would like to hope that maybe somebody else would have signed us, but maybe they wouldn't have. And maybe we would have still been in college and Brendan would be making smoothies and we'd be playing...
Still bringing them to practice? And...
Yeah, playing shows at the hot dog stands in Vegas. But who knows? Any books or movies that inspired songs this time? I'd say Alice in Wonderland. There's no songs about books this time. So no, not really.
Panic at the Disco, what do you do on your day off?
Oh, we don't do anything.
Have you guys ever been any of each other's dreams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually had a dream about the band last night. That was an extra bonus story. They let me go in the casino now. They actually would rather me go and lose money now. We're a little bit older, a little bit better at playing our instruments.
Why them?
I don't know. We're still trying to figure that one out ourselves, I think. The only goal of this band was to try to make music that was like nothing we've ever heard. Why we're here could be because Brennan looks good in a top hat or many other reasons, but that's why we hope we're here. I don't know, just like... Well, we wouldn't have taken so long, but we had some songs that we wrote and then we didn't want to use, and so...
Oh.
I guess over the past year we've probably written about 30 songs almost, so it takes a while, We spent a lot of time outside this summer writing songs. For the video, it was more of a thing that we talked about with the director. His concept involved the marching band parade and all that stuff, and we just thought it would be funny to do the marching band in our underwear. Because it was really cold that day.
Okay.
Really cold in LA.
Where'd you shoot it?
It was in LA. In December, though.
Oh,
it was raining. It kind of depends. Sometimes it's more us, and sometimes it's more the director. We just did another one, and it's usually, I guess I'd say, about 50-50. We kind of just shoot ideas back and forth until we're both excited about it. Yeah, we've been kind of going all over the place, and even when we were starting to write for the record, we weren't home, so once we came back and started writing songs there, we decided we should just stay there and get it done, Once you get through the casino, like in the lobby, and you're just up there all day, we wouldn't really leave that much. We could call and they'd bring us lunch and stuff, and it was actually our producer wanting to record all the orchestra there, and obviously we were into the idea, and so he's worked there a bunch and knows a bunch of the people there, and so they helped us kind of get squeezed in, and actually, Peter, the guy that mixed our records, the head mixer over at Abbey Road, and, Rob has worked with him, our producer, before, and they kind of just did us a favor, Some of it would be direct melodies that we'd have, and then some of it, Rob, our producer, is actually an orchestral arranger, and so we'd kind of shoot ideas to him and say, oh, we want it to sound like this, and then he would write it on the piano and play something and say, okay, it's going to be like this or this, and... it's kind of that thing. It's going to be different this time. One thing that we do know is it's just going to be us and our keyboard player. We're not going to bring out dancers this time.
Okay.
We're gonna see if anybody wants to just see us play.
Hey.
It's kind of a science experiment, you know. Yeah.
Tons of it.
Bob Dylan, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, Tom Petty, the Rolling Stones. The weird thing, I guess, for me was that a lot of that stuff I hadn't heard before. So to me, I was looking at it as new music.
Right. And
Can you come out on tour with us and be our tutor?
I would love to come out and tutor you guys.
Friend?
I'm very expensive.
Is that a known fact or a little known fact that you, in fact,
that I used to
were a teacher?
That I used to be a teacher.
There's going to be a puzzle and a vinyl and a DVD. As well. $1 million inside.
$1 million?
Yeah.
A golden panic ticket? Ryan, where do you get your scarves?
Wait, no, this is interesting.
This is interesting because I steal them from Frodo.
Frodo Baggins. Apparently you stole from Frodo Baggins.
I shoot only Lord of the Rings promos. It's this weird side hobby.
Man.
Frodo, if you haven't noticed,
I was going to say,
excellent scarves.
You are really into Elijah Wood.
I love
I've heard. And you take everything.
Not Elijah, just Frodo. As a character.
Okay, I'm fair.
As a character.
Okay, so you get Hobbit scarves.
From, this right here. Would you say this is not a Hobbit scarf?
I would say this is very Shire-ful.
I found it in a Shire hanging from a tree branch. We broke your computer already.
Did you break the computer?
Man.
Yes!
We broke your computer.
Yeah.
And we were in our underwear.
And we know what happens when it's cold, don't we?
We all know.
Yeah, right there. That's twice.
Another one.
Okay.
Keep them coming.
Oh my God, Lisa! Thank you. Oh my God, it's Ryan!
Playing new songs, I think. Yeah. Playing new songs. And you. Well, we had 2 days to practice.
Yeah.
And in that time, we reworked some of the old songs to work with the four of us playing and Eric. But yeah, as far as making the set cohesive and, all that, it's going to be difficult. We got 3 weeks in Europe to practice, so none of you will have to hear that. Gotta be honest, I'm worried about what it looks like, more than what it sounds like. Ooh, that's brutal. I'm actually, I don't know, I want to make sure it's as easy as possible to play, and I don't look like an idiot playing it, because no one really cares what it sounds like anyway.
I do. I care what you sound like.
I know. The next song is by Bob Dylan. It's called Tangled Up in Blue. And John, we're a little bit tangled up in blue today, aren't we?
We're not tangled up, but we're definitely covered.
Side by side.
Covered it in blue. And so is this room, so here's a blue video. Alright, now we're back, and we're going to play a little video by a band called Silverchair for The Greatest View, which was off of Diorama, correct?
Correct.
Very beautiful song.
Beautiful song.
Yes.
Beautiful band.
Beautiful band. Here you go, Silverchair, The Greatest View. If a couple of guys are just having a good time, then you're automatically gay, which is strange,
Automatically.
We all pretty much got girlfriends, and Brennan.
Yeah, we're not. I'm single.
Chocolate?
Sorry. Thanks, Brennan. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Hey, I'm so excited now.
Yeah, so
my heart is beating. Oh my God. Ryan,
Yeah?
do you can say something German?
Dankeschön.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Well, great. Well, how are you doing? Nice to meet you.
Somewhat. For you.
I got it.
A flower. Thank you so much. Can you send a book too,
Yeah.
please? Oh, here. So. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Hi. Nice car.
Good. Thank you.
Excited. Can you sing this?
Yeah,
Can
definitely.
you write for Steph? Oh, those.
Yes.
Thank you. Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Can you write here? Oh my God.
What's that? Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Hi. Somewhere here?
Sure.
Elle a quitté sa copine.
Ryan, c'est le guitariste.
She's a lot into internet and the gossips, and she wants to know if Ryan really left her girlfriend. if they really broke up.
If Ryan really... No, they're still together to my knowledge, I mean...
À sa connaissance...
Bonjour. I remember that we went to the Eiffel Tower and we went to Notre Dame. We rode the subway and there was a boy on the subway listening to Dr. Dre. He built an amp and he had a little CD player hooked up to it. And he was screaming this rap music, and then at the next subway stop, the police grabbed him and threw him off the train.
Wow,
yeah,
that really happened?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
And then we had a show, and it was really great. I think we were still kind of confused at how people in France listen to our music, and so it was really kind of a special thing to be playing in a country where they spoke a different language, but they actually still liked our music. We can say that we're excited about it coming out. Yeah, we worked very hard on it, and we hope that people enjoy it. I think the last 3 years have definitely affected the kind of songs we wrote this time, and you know, there's a lot about how we've just felt about everything that's happened in this band on the new record. So yeah. Not a lot of people get the opportunity to, you know, work in that studio, and I think that we're just really, you know, grateful that we were able to, and the people there were so accommodating to us, and just made us feel really at home. I don't know. We just tried to make something that wasn't there before. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We'd never done anything like that before. And that's actually how we met Rob Mathis, who produced our new record, so that was a pretty important thing for us to do. We're all big fans of Tim Burton, and I really like Nightmare Before Christmas, and it was one of my favorite movies growing up, and so to be a part of some sort of recreation of that was pretty exciting.
Allow me to exaggerate a memory or two, where summers lasted longer than we do.
Ryan!
I'll get it.
It was a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you. You are also. Ryan. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Thanks. My best birthday.
What?
My best birthday. Thanks.
Yeah, it's your birthday?
Yeah, my
Happy
18th birthday.
He's just always been a fan of our band, and he still is. He makes it sound better than I think it is.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah.
What did he say?
You know, he just is always telling us, you know, it's great, you know, what you guys are doing, and it's nice to hear that once in a while. But then at the same time, I'm always like, well, it could be better. Definitely did. I think we were just refreshed in a way to have somebody else in the band that was really excited to play music and write music. So it made us, the three of us, a lot more excited to be doing what we are doing. Yeah, it was a mix of things, you know. It was between personally not really getting along all the time, and musically not really, it wasn't really working out. You know, we were all just really working hard to progress musically, and we weren't seeing that in him. So we felt that, you know, the most important thing about being in a band is the music, and to cripple that in any way would be, you know, really kind of detrimental to everybody. I can't even remember all the places we went. I think somebody told me that we'd toured in 16 countries on that album, and I didn't realize that at the time. You know, you're just going and you have a show here, you go to the next one, and then when we got off tour, we did have some time to just kind of sit around and be at home, and then you do think about, you know, how much you actually did in the past few years, and it was really amazing. Saw a lot of things that I would never have seen as a 20-year-old, you know,
had I not been in this band. So it's a lot of good experiences. Well, we were supposed to have it out a while ago, and we fell behind. So they're trying to get it out as soon as possible, and which we're happy about. You know, it's kind of and you get a little antsy, you know, sitting on a new record if you're done and then it doesn't come out until 3 months later. So kind of glad it's coming out in a few weeks. It was just nice to relax, and then, you know, you get bored of that, and we want to just start writing songs again. Well, we just were working on something that I think we, you know, it seemed like a good idea in theory, but then when it came down to writing it, it was just a little bit, we were stretching ourselves a little too thin.
What was the idea?
It was just kind of a short story that was going to run through every song, and that mixed with the fact that none of the songs were really coming from personal experience, and us trying to make it more of a musical than a band sound. All those factors kind of played into the frustration we were getting, and you know, we just decided we should stop working on that and write songs as a band. It was just kind of a love story that was like you know, it was basically a little fairy tale of sort of this strange world that I was trying to figure out. I guess in theory of it being a storyline, yeah, but it didn't sound like, it wasn't rock at all. There was hardly any guitar or drums even.
Okay, and why didn't like it in the end?
We just kind of, there was a couple of reasons, but it started out as this very cinematic sound, and then when we realized, you know, we're gonna have to play this stuff live, and we started writing things that had more of a band feel, and it just was very strained on that idea. So we just decided to start clean.
Something really pretentious, maybe, or?
No, I think it was just something that we were trying to stretch our creative boundaries, and it became a lot harder than we thought, I guess. You know, us trying to just move in a forward direction, so in that sense it was on purpose, but at the same time it felt like a natural progression for us. Having not had a new record in 3 or 4 years, you know, we were just at a different place. I think we just kind of spent a lot of time listening to different music than we used to, and I was really into Tom Waits, and I still love Tom Waits. As far as lyrics, I was just really fascinated by him, and musically, yeah, I mean, especially when we were up in the mountains and stuff, we'd all listen to new stuff. Like we started getting more and more into the Beatles and Bob Dylan through that time, and I think, you know, we just saw that there was a lot of joy in that music, and it gives us joy to play these new songs, and that's one of the important things for us. You know, it's just as long as we're having fun and happy playing these songs, then we should keep doing it. What I loved about the Beatles was once I started listening more and more into it, I noticed that they would write so many different types of songs, and that was something that this band's always loved to do. Even on our first album, we tried, you know, elements of jazz in a song, or, you know, cabaret and stuff like that. And so I think once I heard a lot of their stuff that I wasn't familiar with, kind of made it a bit easier on us to just, you know, let ourselves write kind of whatever kind of songs we wanted.
Yeah, do you like the freedom in
Yeah,
music?
exactly. You know, they couldn't be defined in a genre. They were just, you know, really great at doing a bunch of different things. So it can be frustrating when, you know, people think they've got you pegged and they're just completely off. But, you know, it's hard when you only have one album. People try to say, okay, well, you're this kind of band. And it's like, well, we've only had one album. We're not any kind of band yet. We haven't done enough to be defined. And, you know, so you can't do anything about it. You just write new songs, and then they'll say something about the new songs, and then you write more, and they'll do it again. Panic at the Disco is not defined yet. It's just, we're barely started. Who knows where we're going to go.
All right, 1 second. Hey, hold on. Ryan's right here next to me eating a Subway sandwich. Say hi to Australia. Hi, Australia!
Hey, Ryan!
Say hi!
Nice.
fan has scared me before, I think. You know when we wake up and you don't really know where you are, you're outside a venue on the bus and you step out and somebody screams. And it's just kind of a wake-up call.
Rattled.
A little rattled, yeah. I've been sleeping in the back lounge and I, for some reason, can hear when we pull up to the venues in the morning. Really great. The fans have been really surprisingly excited, it seems like, at least from the few shows we did over here, so. No, I actually don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really Japanese bootleg B-sides already out on the internet, you know?
I don't know. It's a strange thing, I guess, because you don't know if they're comparing you in a good way to the Beatles or
trying to call you out on
any way of ripping them off or something. And I think we are very inspired by them, and not so much of chord progression or a melody that we want to steal, more in the way of being inspired to do something creative that's all our own, because they were a band that couldn't be defined by genre. They just wrote so many different types of songs that I think that's what we really wanted to take away from that band.
Ow!
Oh my God! It's getting hotter.
Yeah, it's getting way hotter. I had some Oreos last night, in the middle of the night. I miss my dog and my girlfriend and my own bed.
Part of me wishes that we had a couple of years to kind of learn what we were doing. I couldn't imagine, basing our whole entire career of what we were supposed to sound like off of 11 songs we wrote when we were 17. But they want us to do every teenage magazine you could think of. But they didn't want us to do this, where we actually get to talk about our own music. I've had every bad haircut the band's ever had.
Who's this? Brendan?
Me, Ryan.
Ryan!
I've got them all.
It's a whole catalogue of them all.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Check it out on Google.
Google Ryan's haircuts.
They didn't really get around to painting the rest.
Nope.
Which kind should we get? No, but I got Cheese Whiz.
Did you get a drink?
Let's get out of here. If I ever lost my hand, we could still write songs this way, so that's good to know, wouldn't you say? If I ever lost my hand, would you play the other hand on the guitar with me? Oh, would you? I've got about 20 guitarists. My favorite is a Gibson Les Paul Jr. from the year 1960. Rob Mathis, our producer, always just wanted us to have that stuff done at Abbey Road. Just, being able to go to Studio 2 and walk around and play on those pianos and stuff is really something that I never thought I'd be doing. I have a dog. Her name's Hobo, and she is a teacup beagle. It's not going to be such a central theme as I guess our last few tours that were very specific. Well, first of all, it's just a band, which is something we've never done really when we were headlining. But I think it's just going to be a more of a live show. This is pretty special. I wish we would have had time to practice first, but this is special.
Spontaneity is great.
Yeah.
It's contagious as well.
So is the flu. Abbey Road was great. We didn't really know what to expect when we went in, but everybody was really friendly and kind of welcoming when we went. And yeah, just being in the studio with all that, that old gear that they recorded Lady Madonna on or whatever, just the pianos are still there, and a lot of the vocal mics and all that stuff, they've really kept it preserved, which I think is special, because there's not a lot of it left. And I don't know. We were only mixing there, so we weren't really in the creative mode, but we'd love to go back and actually record some stuff there. The last tour we did in America, never thought we'd be playing in front of that many people. I don't know. Hopefully there's more, though. Hopefully that's not it. For me, I've been listening to the Beach Boys a lot. Smiley Smile and Wild Honey, and, you know, pretty much those two records, and I don't know what else. Planet Earth we watched a lot. Yeah. I'm watching Weeds. We watched The Office. Yeah, we wrote all these songs in about 4 months, I think. Starting at the end of the summer, and then we got done recording in, what,
Middle of December.
December, so
Yeah.
yeah, about 4 or 5 months in the writing and recording process. We wrote all of the songs at home this time, because we wrote a couple of songs in our old practice studio, which is really uninspiring and bland. And then we also wrote some songs just, you know, in my backyard. It was summer and really nice out, so we spent some time out there. But yeah, you can write a song anywhere, I guess, but your surroundings might influence what it's about.
Panic at the Disco.
Thank you very much.
We are about to go on tour.
They'll do all the thinking.
This is for our video content for the tour.
But I don't know if this is the way you want to try it, but wouldn't it be cool to start the show with just you guys silhouetting We're So Starving for a minute, and then you come out on stage?
Or we'd actually be on stage, but the stage could be dark.
Totally dark.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be sick.
You like that idea? I like that idea a lot.
What's up with you, Ryan?
Just checking out all the new toys, you know?
All the new gear?
Yep. Doesn't look like much, but it is much.
In the afternoon, we know there could be.
Can you sing that? Or do you need him to sing that? 'Cause you're playing a riff there.
Let me try. Oh, go back further.
Where it's not in the afternoon. Where it's not in the afternoon. And we know that it could be. We know that it should. And you know that you feel it too.
What is it? What's it then?
You just go. Let's work with you. Just go.
It's the same kind of thing.
Know that you feel it too.
That's kind of hard. I can't really do that.
Not in the afternoon. Your eyes are the size of the moon. You could, but you can't, so you do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do when it's not in the afternoon.
I am getting ready to take John and Ryan out the front of this venue, right by some kids, into a rug store.
Whoa, this is dangerous down here.
All the way back, checking out with you.
Hello. So if these guys are looking for some rugs.
Wow, they got some cool shirts in here, man. Wow, dude.
How you doing?
Some cool shit in here.
How are you looking for?
I like this one.
Something like this.
I don't like that one. Yeah, because we need, they're kind of a weird shape.
Yeah.
You know. Do you like that one too? Yeah. The one next to it's pretty cool. This one's cool though. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, let's get these three. I want to look around in here for a minute. We should get a really sweet incense burner. Look at all these crazy things.
Like hookahs.
I think when we spoke to somebody on the phone, they were talking much
weird bag.
Yeah, I know about this.
We should get a hookah. Show number 1.
What's up, Ryan?
Nothing. You want to hear? You want to hear a crazy dream I had last night?
Can I record it? Or?
Thank you. Okay.
Follow her.
Q! You know what time it is. Give me a break. Are you for real? Early, I'm sorry, guys. But Dance on Sunset's kicking off right now!
That was incredible. We're so glad you guys are here because you guys are on tour, real busy and all that. I want to know what the best part of being on tour is as a rock star.
Best part of tour is waking up at Nickelodeon. You could have 5 minutes in front of one of the most influential environmental crowds ever gathered together under one single roof. In October 2008, thousands will be descending on Barcelona to attend an event called the World Conservation Congress. It's our chance, your chance, to stand up and speak out. A leading panel will choose from all entries the ones that will be shown to the global gathering in Barcelona, and from all of those, one person will be invited to come and attend the meeting and speak to the assembled mass of brains and influential brawn. So this is what college is like.
Hey Ryan.
Hey.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot.
Hi, Ryan. Good, how are you? Hi, guys. Yes.
Nuns. It's my favorite plural noun. Like fishing. Fishing. Slow. I know.
You take
stoned. Alright, let's write in sound check.
You are my nasty love.
Yeah, we like most of them. I don't know, I think maybe the Piano Knows Something I Don't Know is probably one of the most creative, and the most defining maybe Mad as Rabbits or Northern Downpour or something like that. Who knows what that means though? Who knows how words are formed? What are some songs that lift your spirits, Brendan? Beach Boys, Wouldn't It Be Nice?
Perfect.
God Only Knows. Yes, we do, Andrea. All the songs are written with somebody in the band involved in something. I don't know what music means to me, but there's something that keeps us playing it. I think we just, I don't know, have more fun doing that than anything else. So, must mean a lot. John replaced Brent because we just felt like we were not all on the same page, and we needed somebody in the band who was going to be enthusiastic about making music with us, and luckily we found John. I don't know, probably still in college. I started college before the band got signed, and then I dropped out, so hopefully be finishing up. I don't know. Probably the Backstreet Boys back in 97, 96, something like that.
Era.
When Aaron Carter opened up for him.
His little brother. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, me and Spencer went to that with his mom. So.
Oh, Ginger? Ginger was there?
Ginger Smith, chaperoning, having a kick-ass time.
What a kick.
Relationship status of the band. Anybody? Go ahead. Feel free.
We're all dating.
Yeah?
Each other.
Wow, look at that reaction from the crowd.
It is. Those balls are all over the place. It's nuts.
That's what she said.
Nothing's gonna change my world. Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva.
Cheers.
Us at the beginning, it was like we were touring in a band for 9 months and playing to 50 kids, so it was more of like a real band thing. We actually used to say we wished we had a little bit more time in that stage because we were a pretty bad band for a while on some of those tours.
Yeah, it sort of became that to the media. It was like more like we had 6 or 7 songs demoed, and we decided to start over. It wasn't like we had all these songs, went into a real studio and recorded them all and then started over. Kind of just like the early stages of the writing process. It still was about 2 months that we had been working on it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, it was this completely finished thing that we just started over.
Did it jar you a little bit as like, did it shake your confidence as being like, what are we kind of doing and what's our vibe? And
yeah, there was a little while where we weren't really sure what we were going to do. I guess that was probably the worst point that we had was when we didn't really like that stuff, but we didn't have a whole lot of new songs either. So, but then we got like, I don't know, about 3 or 4 of the songs that ended up on this album. And then we decided not to use any of the old stuff at all. So yeah, we actually wanted to do something like this or something like that on this album, but because we had been taking so long, we just stayed at home and did it. But we've talked about going all over the place. We were talking about San Francisco one time and Seattle. We would like to do that, but we went to the mountains for a while and just worked on those earlier songs, and then we realized that it was kind of crazy up there.
Yeah.
Just by ourselves in the woods. So
in what regard?
There's just no one around and nothing to do. So sort of
like no TV, no.
Yeah, we had TV, but there wasn't any people, and there was just one place to eat up there. There was only one lodge and stuff. So I think when you do that, some sort of isolation can be good sometimes, but then sometimes it's a little bit like you're too disconnected from anything. That definitely wouldn't have been a good place to record because we were already like kind of losing it after only 2 months,
Yeah.
So I think for me, Bob Dylan, I started listening to a lot.
Yeah.
But you can't really hear that. The music, it was more just trying to make myself write better lyrics.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were listening to The Who and Rolling Stones and the band. And
how do you guys stay healthy?
We don't really. We get sick all the time because it's kind of like when one person on the bus gets sick, then we all eventually will get it.
Right.
So,
you don't have any magical remedies for me, seriously?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing works.
Which band are the biggest sluts on the tour?
Phantom Planet. I don't know, maybe we're just a little bit cocky or something, but I think that our new album is better just because we're getting better at writing songs. So it wasn't like I thought that album was so good that we weren't going to be able to do anything better.
Do you wish in some way that you hadn't made it so big with the first album?
I don't know, sometimes you can go back and forth on that thought, but we kind of grew up a little bit in some sort of spotlight, and it's strange to say you wouldn't want to be successful, but I think that just our songs are better now. So, yeah, I would have rather people have heard these, but I wouldn't have rather nobody heard the other stuff. When you're a teenager, sometimes your emotions are a little bit more drastic than maybe when you're in your 20s. You sort of level out a little bit. So everything on that one was more about trying to take ourselves more seriously than we actually needed to, and, just more angsty. And we're not really like that.
It feels more sophisticated, actually, the new album.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's because we weren't trying to be. I think we used to try too hard to be. All right, well, how far back am I? This is going to take 32 measures for me to run that fast. Yeah. Guess what? You just won tickets to see my heart.
not 5, not 10, not 15 or 20.
We've got Panic at the Disco, Cobra Starship, Gym Class Heroes, Academy Ears, The Cab, The Hush Sound, Phantom Planet. They're all here. We're going to take a look at their new videos.
Musical beds, so it seems that someone...
The hardest part was finding kids with beards.
Yes, well, they're hard Matryoshka dolls.
Yeah, I had some of those, and actually I still have them in my house, and that's kind of where the idea came from.
Panic at the Disco.
It's kind of a cool view. Guys, good to see you again.
Yeah, the tour's been good so far. Having a lot of fun playing shows again. It's been a while. Yeah, it's basically it's more live, you know. It's more about talking to the audience and just seeing what's going to happen every night. It's not completely scripted out and pre-planned.
Is that nice? Is it kind of liberating to have that kind of...
Definitely makes it more exciting and I think less monotonous every night. It's kind of like being at home, just, you know, you're just hanging out with your friends all the time. It's kind of just like summer camp for us. So we didn't know a whole lot about what was going on before this too, so it's been actually helping us personally too. It's not the best timing I've ever done, but... Yeah, I don't know. That was always a very strange, I don't know, perception of our band, I think, because none of us were really in that world either. So we were just kind of lumped in with a bunch of other things. And I don't know, we never let it really affect us. We just kept doing whatever we were going to do and call it whatever you want, you know? I didn't think about it that much, but I did notice that when we started this tour and we were playing some of the old songs and I tried to say the full song titles, I would forget them. So I think it was a good thing that we kind of condensed that aspect of things.
I think I'm dying.
It's not that easy to sing in the morning.
All right. Yeah. I'm good. You're good. Yeah, thanks.
Really? Well, thanks for hanging on.
Spencer, back it. What's this? Start this one? Can I keep it?
Yeah, it's for you.
I got the iPhone.
Hi. How are you? I'm good. Hello?
Where summers lasted longer.
I think they were a huge influence because they were the first band that I'd found to just really explore everything they wanted to creatively, and they just had so many different kinds of songs, and that was really intriguing. You know, it kind of let us think that we would be able to just explore anything we wanted to do. Jobs, my last job before the band got signed was working at an animal clinic, sort of being a kennel attendant, cleaning up dirty dog cages and cats that scratch your eyes out and stuff like that. It was tough. I mean, it's never easy for a band to start. You don't have any money, and you know, you're driving around in a van around the country, and I think maybe you just have to want to be doing it regardless of, you know, fame and fortune or something like that. When we were just touring in a van for 9 months and, you know, just setting up our own gear or whatever, driving after every show, just kind of, I don't know, makes you wonder if you really want to do it, I guess. And we were still having fun doing it, so I'd say, you know, just putting up with all that is not easy. 9 in the afternoon was just something that Spencer said one night, and didn't mean anything. It's just a silly kind of phrase that we all liked, and so it ended up being in the song.
Is this all right? Good. Yeah, I'm fine. Hi, I'm Haley.
Hi, Haley. I'm Brian.
Hi. Do you mind signing this for my friend? Because she's sick. She couldn't come.
One thing per person.
Thank you.
That chair's got.
I can't drive a bus.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Cool. Yeah, thanks. Hi, how's it going?
Thanks.
Great, yeah.
Hello.
Hi. Pretty good. How are you?
you probably didn't get to go to your prom, did you?
I did go. You didn't go, did you?
I didn't go.
Okay, so was it a good experience? Just wondering.
Could have been better. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
did
there
you
you
go,
go, folks.
How did you work that out?
Oh, well, this was before. I was in high school long before we got signed and stuff like that.
So you guys have a brand new record. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
And
thanks. I love you too. I don't know. I mean, as you can see, my buddy here,
a little stubble.
A little bit of stubble growing.
Oh, yeah.
That's different.
I didn't notice
Nice.
that.
That's probably the main difference. I don't know. We're still pretty much the same, guys. It makes your ears vibrate a little bit, you know?
That's a tingling sensation.
I don't know. I guess I just think a lot of things were better back then, all the way around. So
that's very true.
I guess you could say that, you know. I guess maybe it was more of a fear of the carnival rides. I never trusted them. But the carnies are harmless, really, you know? They're nice folks.
I guess so. Do you know any carnies?
I know a ton of them.
Okay.
I saw some in the park, actually.
Oh, yeah, well, this is Toronto downtown.
One actually mistook him for Mick Jagger, so that was kind of weird.
And then he thought I called the cops on him, but I didn't.
Interesting.
He's probably still there.
Before we go on,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm trying to make sure that I can see the stage so I don't trip over any cords before I get out there.
It's like a frantic 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you got to make sure you don't got to go to the bathroom or anything. We kind of just give everybody high fives.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
It's not as important
Can we see
as
that?
a prayer.
Can we see how it goes, just so we can
kinda
picture
just,
it?
You know, it's us, the band, and all the crew, and we're just, simple high five.
Give a nice, simple, I support it, man.
High five.
See?
There's a lot of stuff I'd want to change. I don't know if I can regret it, though.
Yeah.
Because both of them were never really done, I guess. They'd probably have never come out if they just let us stay in the studio forever, because we'd always change stuff. So, I guess I can't really regret it, because we liked it, at the time, but there's always, something extra you want to throw on them.
Does that mean that you're a perfectionist? Like, you drive yourselves crazy pushing yourself in the studio?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's always better when you just write a song and you can kind of get the idea down and record it in a short amount of time, because it's the most natural, I guess, I think. And then if you sit there and think about it too long, you start second-guessing everything. So, I don't know. It's always just better when you're excited about the idea.
Just look out, because these girls are after you.
How are you?
Veronica, do you have a question?
How are you guys?
I was wondering which you prefer. Do you prefer a night on the town or a candlelit dinner?
Oh.
A night on the town or a candlelit dinner?
That's lovely.
Well, I would say a candlelit dinner.
Can you sign that? I'm actually doing that right now.
Romantic. The romantics. All right, guys, thank you so much for dropping by. I'm going to let you sign very much.
I never said I missed her when everybody kissed her. No, I'm the only one to.
So have a good summer, guys. Thank you so much once again for dropping by, for being with us. Alors, Panic at the Disco, tout le monde en spectacle ce soir.
The rush you feel before you go on stage is probably the best I feel all day. Right then, yeah. It's really the point in the day where I will finally wake up.
It takes us like 7 hours to wake up.
It's a really loud wake-up call. Northern Downpour was, I don't know, a pretty important song, I guess. I guess it's the most reflective lyrically about, being in an airport or missing, a loved one in there. It's just kind of like all these mixed thoughts together, but I guess the overall thing is sort of like a love song in a weird way. Matters Rabbits was the last song we wrote for the album. It came together really fast in a couple of days, and we just kind of went with our sort of first instinct on what to do with it, and just left the record on a really positive note, I guess, and it's still one of our favorite songs to play live. It's just sort of an evolution that happens, I think, with any person that age. You go from being in high school, and then you're supposed to figure out what you want to do with your whole career, and we weren't going to just try to do some brooding second rock album about how bad it is being in a popular band, because we just have fun doing this. The fact that this album is different is true, but it's just us just doing what felt natural. That sometimes wins people over more than just trying to stick to a certain formula, Yeah, because the rest of the time he was falling off the bike naked.
We got,
how non-important things get a lot of attention.
I heard one of the
these
girls
days.
from the Hills changed her middle name.
She's waving. I'm not in the street.
following. I special permission from the big guy. Oh, we got it. Back.
Yeah, they're fine.
So this is the weirdest combination you're ever going to see.
Radio voice. Nice. Old time radio. Old time radio.
Same thing, except to be specific to the track. Hey, we're Panic at the Disco.
Two performances. That was a perfect example of Zach trying to give us the worst news possible just because he likes it.
And it just sucks that most of the time it's interview stuff. You guys hate to do that crap.
Well, can you tell us some good news once in a while?
Yeah, you look great in that shirt.
Thanks, but at least we can see the mountain. Oh! Yeah, he played this for me too. Phantom Planet, everybody!
Okay, everybody say goodbye to Ryan. He's gonna make us both a drink. Bye, Ryan. You're out of
I've never heard that note before.
One.
Hold on, what's it?
Figure it out.
That sounded really indie for a second. Now it just sounds stupid. Yeah, you better play the right key.
Hey! But it always means a lot to us when you guys come out and request songs because that means you guys are listening.
You know, when you're on tour with the Civic Tour, you're in a bus that is sort of obvious. And I've had as soon as that thing rolled into town, people started calling the station, "Oh my God, I saw the Civic Tour bus with Panic at the Disco." Now, do you guys actually write on that one? Is that you?
We don't.
Ah, see, it's a decoy.
We got you.
So it's like full of roadies that are being stalked by people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. I feel really bad for them.
So you guys are kind of a little more incognito, because when that bus came into town, man, people were just going nuts.
The first day of the tour, we showed up and we thought that was our bus, and we were like, oh no.
Went and wrote all these songs. What's the story with that? And then I heard that these might surface at some point.
Well, Spencer tells the story best.
People are stealing your iPods out of your tour bus right now, thinking, "Whoa, man, that secret album is on there."
Yeah, they might find it, but it's definitely under a secret band name. So if you can figure that one out,
it's pretty epic.
A couple of like scenic.
Is bringing the fun into each city that we go into.
You just said Ryan, what are you doing after the Civic Tour?
I think this is his way of saying he's gonna rest.
If you weren't famous, what do you think you would be doing now?
Trying to get famous. Somehow. If you're watching this, I'll do anything to be on TV. Anything.
I like your dog Hobo, but why did you name him Hobo?
Well, it's a girl. Hobo's a girl, and she just lives like a hobo. She sometimes doesn't get fed, or she smells bad, and she's just along for the ride. So she's kind of a hobo. I don't know, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't if you live under a rock or something. That's weird. That we all have spare time, but you don't.
Come save me from walking off a windowsill, or I'll sleep in the rain.
How's it going, man? Nice to meet you.
Doing well, how you doing?
Great. It's good to be here.
Great, yeah, we
So you guys take a few days off, then what's next?
Oh, we got a Europe film on.
More tour? Okay. Oh, yeah.
His face got a little wet. That's okay. Thank you. I love you so much. Yeah, let's do a high five. Thank you. You want a hug?
We're not going to give out hugs.
I love you. Yeah, sure. Alright. We're done. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. Nice little picnic out here.
How are you? Good. All right. So are we. Well, we're gonna play a couple songs for you all, and
I'd like to introduce you to a little friend of mine called Just Woke Up, Ryan Ross. He's a heck of a character. He usually has like the Peter Pan thing going on up top, which is part of his boyish charm, if you ask me. And I'd like to walk you through our morning ritual. It's basically what we do every morning. Ryan wakes up, I go find him, and then I have to give him 5 compliments. 5. Some of you may be saying, wow, how can you come up with 5 compliments to give Ryan Ross? What I'm saying is, how can I narrow it down to 5 compliments? Probably one of the most musically talented people I know. Bing! Probably the best dresser I know. Bing! Definitely the best looking guy I know, without a doubt. 3. One hell of a lover. 4. And a nice family man. He's got a dog, he's got a girl, that's Kelty. Most of you know her.
We love you, Kelty!
With a Ryan Ross. You might know him.
Umbrella trees in the middle of summer.
We found ourselves a dark little corner to talk to Spencer and Ryan from a band you guys might know. It's called Panic at the Disco. Are you in good spirits, boys?
fantastic. Today is the last day of this tour. It's been fun, and got a couple days off coming up. So,
cool. Any plans for the time off?
No. Doing as little as possible.
So it's about to win a Honda Civic Hybrid, courtesy of a Honda Civic tour, Panic at the Disco.
Check out the snapping button.
Hey, B. Just hanging out right here.
This is your band playing the Honda Civic. I like your revamp.
Bacon cheeseman.
Hätten wir 20 Minuten früher in dieser Konstellation gestanden, es hätte einen Tumult gegeben. Aber jetzt sind alle schon drin und ich stehe hier völlig relaxed und entspannt mit den beiden und sage erstmal Hallo. Hi Ryan, hi Spencer.
Hello, how are you? Well, I think we're just gonna have some fun tonight, and we haven't played a club show in Germany in quite some time, and doing the festivals has been fun, but it'll be nice to just play for some of our fans, a couple hundred people in a close setting.
Gespielt haben und da haben sie zum ersten Mal what do you think about the idea of playing a radio concert?
I think it's great. We've never done anything like this before, and I don't know, I guess we better just watch our mouths and try to fit as many songs in as we can, and try to make sure we play well for once.
How much of an input has Pete Wentz into what you do artistically?
Zero. If he wants to hear some stuff, I'll play it, but he's a great A&R in that sense, is that he just lets us do whatever we want.
So it's A&R on paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I thought Fall Out Boy was one of our favorite bands at the time, and hearing that he was starting a new label, we thought that would be a great idea to try to get signed by, a band or a label that was brand new, that didn't have any bands.
Okay. And do you still look up to him now, or?
No, I'm taller than him now.
Musically and personally, he's an interesting guy, would you say?
Yeah, sure. Is that what you want me to say?
How do you think you managed to strike a chord with a certain type of audience?
Have you seen his face?
Is that all it takes these days?
Maybe it just stems from us being young ourselves and the stuff that we write songs about, we kind of tend to think that other young people experience those feelings or something. You know, we're just young guys excited about playing music, and maybe just people can see that in our band.
How important is religion for a band like Panic at the Disco?
You know, as a band, I don't think it's an issue, but maybe personally, I don't know. I don't think any of us in the band are religious in, you know, a Christianity sense or, you know, whatever we were raised up on.
Ryan, you're so sweet.
Thanks, you're so sweet.
I love your outfit.
You do?
Yeah, I try to dress in your new image.
I like your skirt.
I have to. Oh, thank you. It's really cheap. But aren't it cool to be like this famous?
We've never even been to Norway, and we had no idea anyone even liked us here.
We love you. Yeah, trust me. I loved you for like 2 years. So last year I was like, Panic at the Disco needs to visit Haga. But you didn't come, so I was like, no.
We didn't know anybody wanted us to come.
I wanted you to come.
You did? Well, you should have told me.
Yeah.
You know.
Timing.
What?
Your keys are on left.
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
No.
Don't be embarrassing, no. It's for the timing.
He said he'd punch me in the face.
Oh, jealousy, huh?
We just played in, where were we the other day? Zach, where did we go the other day? That festival we played the other day? Norway? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were in Norway the other day for the first time.
Wow.
And, you know, just like on the top of the world and playing in front of people that we'd never even been there before.
Är det så som det är? Vad du kan göra?
Ja,
Huddle up and start it. And as soon as you start, that's when me and Eric will start.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Okay. Zach! Zach, you gotta clip me.
We got here last night, yeah. I mean, we have really no idea since it is our first time, and I guess we'll be able to tell you after the show, hopefully, you know. It seems like there's a lot of people here, and we've met a couple of people in the street that seem really excited, and so we're looking forward to it. But I'm not quite sure. I don't know how all the rules are over in Europe and stuff, but in America, you know, it's kind of like all ages, which is what it is, I think, most places, you know. It's just, I don't know, we don't know any Spanish bands. But we do like Tapas a lot, so we will have to come back, and maybe we will. God, I don't know, we had it was one of the best meals I've ever had, seriously.
You know, it's great to kind of meet you guys because it's your first time in Ireland, I believe.
Yeah,
so this is your first experience?
Yeah, we got in last night, and we went to the first Irish pub we found and had some great food and some drinks, and saw some street performers and everything. Cool. It was great.
Cool. Well, and then today you're playing on what stage?
The O2 stage.
Yeah, O2 stage. What time are you guys on it? 7:50.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a big crowd there.
I hope so.
There's going to be a big crowd there.
Speaking of Amy Winehouse, I'd want to watch her. I saw Stereophonics are playing and the Verve on the main
Verve's
stage.
A big one, man.
Yeah, and God, there's a lot. I wanted to watch Brian Jonestown Massacre.
Yeah,
I didn't see them. It was too early. There's a bunch of good bands playing today. We'll watch us instead.
No, it'll be fine, man.
Because we're here.
It'll be cool, man. So what you guys been up to lately, apart from touring? Have you just dropped an album?
Yeah, the record came out a couple months ago, and basically all we've been up to is touring. We've been out on the road since before that came out for almost about 4 months now, and then after this we've got about 2 weeks off. Then we'll get up to something. We don't know what to do when we're off. Maybe go to the beach. Go to LA.
Go to LA.
You know.
So you live in
Vegas.
Vegas.
Nice weather.
You live in Vegas. What's that like living there, man?
You know, it can be as crazy as you want it to be, or not.
How crazy do you want it to be?
You know, it changes from day to day. But you know, the Strip can be fun. You go down there and hang around, but you don't do it every day. You know, there's a lot of suburbs around it and real normal, real life stuff.
Do you do like Tuesdays and Thursdays, or?
Yeah, something like that.
Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays.
Every other Wednesday, maybe.
Hello, we are Panic at the Disco, and we have been putting together a fantasy festival for you. And next is probably a band you've never heard of that we'd like to play, called the Rolling Stones, and they're all right.
So they're all right, and a great live band. So Panic at the Disco, that's the band. PanicAtTheDisco.com, MySpace.com/Panic at the Disco. Our new record is out in stores.
In stores.
Here's our
Get
video right now. They love it.
It's about performance.
It's about style.
Rock Band is about music.
Dashboard Professional.
And us, Panic at the Disco,
As we co-headline
the Rock Band Live Tour.
We are here at the MTV headquarters in Los Angeles, California, announcing our brand new rock band tour. The tickets go on sale. We're playing in some bigger places, so we're planning on bringing a bigger show this time around.
Hey, we are Panic at the Disco, and our song 9 in the Afternoon is nominated for Best Pop Video at the MTV Video Music Awards. So if you vote for us and we win, we'll come to your house and make you dinner.
Bottomless. Bottomless dinner.
ทุกคนที่โหวตให้ที่กำลังใจที่มีเป็นแรงบันดาลใจให้กับผมตลอดอะไรอย่างนี้ครับแล้วก็บอกเขาว่าผมหวังว่าผมจะมีโอกาสได้มาแบ่งปัน
ใครเป็นคนแรกหรือยังคะเนี่ย
ก็ลงมาก็คือโทรบอกคุณแม่ก่อนครับคุณแม่อยู่กับคุณพ่อพอดีเขาก็ที่เมืองไทย
Oh, hold on. I think I see Panic at the Disco over here. Wow. High five. Now, I just want to ask you a very serious question about this hat. Where did you get this hat?
Well, Jared, I made it myself.
The EDC Style Award goes to Panic at the Disco.
Hey, I'm Spencer. I'm Ryan. And we are in Panic at the Disco. And thank you all for listening to Geki Rock. And we just want to say thank you to all of our Japanese fans. We really appreciate all of your support. If we're going to see you at Summer Sonic, then I hope you have a great time. We'll wave. Wave. And yeah, thank you very much for liking our band. So luckily we've been able to work with people that are really interested in that idea and, you know, shooting ideas back and forth between us and the director. Yeah, so far so good. We got in last night really late, so we haven't done anything except eat some McDonald's so far.
Like the circus, are you going to perform that in Jakarta and, you know, Australia and New Zealand?
Unfortunately, I mean, well, that was the tour we did a couple of years ago, and the tour we did in America this time, we're trying to bring, you know, as much of that over here as possible, but sometimes it just logistically is impossible because of all the traveling and flying and stuff, but you know.
That circus outfits and those Victorian circus thing, it's really hot, dude. Like,
yeah,
good.
Sweat is good for you.
All right.
It's like
yeah,
cleaning out the toxins and whatnot.
See? Yeah. Okay.
Well, Donatello was my favorite Ninja Turtle.
Okay, so you guys are really into that Ninja Turtles, right?
I mean, we grew up with it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know how much.
I like Iron Man better.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I don't think it's even the same thing, though. It's like, you know, turtles versus man.
I'm in my hotel room in Indonesia. We're in Jakarta. We're flying to Australia tonight, actually.
Do you get any, like, R&R time to just chill out, go to the beach?
You know, I thought we were going to on this tour, but we actually hadn't been able to go to any of the beaches or anything out here in the Philippines, which is a shame because we've heard they're beautiful, and we've either been busy or, you know,
too far away or, something.
Did you realize you had such a big fan base down here?
Not at all, and we were really excited to come over there the first time, and, once again, it's one of our best places to go, and, I'm glad we finally got to make it on this record cycle.
So do you have any cool party tricks that you or anyone in the band can do?
Well, Brendan's backflip.
Yeah, Brendan's backflip.
Good.
I'm putting that down on the
Write
list
it
of
down.
things to do. Yep.
On flat ground, it doesn't really make sense. I don't know how a person can do that. John can kind of walk on his hands. He tries that from time to time.
Okay.
Or break dance.
Oh,
You guys are getting better and better. Can anyone in the band juggle?
Spencer juggled for a while when he was a kid. Maybe he still can. Our keyboard player can. And I'm going to try to think of something that I could do.
It's been 2 whole years since you were here last time.
It has, thank you. It's
Too
great
long,
to be back.
it's been too long.
2 years too long.
Can we call you Ryan Dog and Spencer Dog?
That's my nickname actually already. So
At the gym.
It's fine.
Is it true you're going to be teaming up with Snoop Dogg soon?
I don't know. We did that kind of at this show for FN MTV, and there was a little bit of a backstage jam, but nothing more. It was just harmless fun.
Like, if you could replace you guys on stage with a celebrity when you're doing a show, who would you guys choose to replace you?
Brad Pitt. Well, yeah, we did that for a while, and then it got really carried away, so we stopped altogether because it was just too much. I think we forgot that we were actually there playing music, and we thought we were just there joking with people.
What's the worst thing that you guys have dared each other to do on stage?
Oh, man. One time we were going to smash a guitar over our tour manager's head. Actually...
look at the tour manager over there, he's not too
That's
happy.
not him. He was actually going to do it.
What's this inspired by? I mean, rabbits, how did that come into it?
Good question. I'm not quite sure.
Who
either.
owns a pet rabbit? Anyone in the band?
I did when I was a lot younger, yeah, and then it ran away, and it actually wasn't my pet, so my dad had to tell the girls whose pet it was that it found a rabbit husband and left. But actually, I think it died. We were in 2nd grade. But that's not what the song's about, actually.
But that would be a good story for her, though.
It would, yeah. But honestly, I don't know. This song was the last song we wrote for the album, and we were all kind of, I think, excited to be finished with the album, and at the same time, we wanted to do the song, so I think it kind of just sounds like, the end of that album, which is, it's cool for us.
Awesome. No, is it true Ryan Ross hooked up with Pete Wentz?
Not true.
Close, though. There was, drunken nights and escapades that... Maybe, but no.
Maybe in another sense of it,
How do you think that rumor started?
I don't know. There's a lot of rumors, circulating that me and Brendan may be dating, or, even me and you. I think that maybe it makes it easier, so, sometimes the girls don't have to worry about another girls' competition. If it's a guy, then it's like, well, he's totally out of reach now. So
you know what, though? There's nothing wrong with a bit of man love, is there? Man hugging. Should we prove?
Do you want a hug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Let me just give you a hug. There you go.
See?
Now
that was
jealous.
okay. I was jealous too. What's going on there? Okay, this is a whole lot of man love.
I don't know. I remember handing over my makeup kit to my girlfriend at the end of our last tour on our last record, and she was excited, so I just decided to stay away from it, Okay. She was like, oh, great, I get all this free eyeliner. So,
I have a funny feeling
2 birds with one stone.
No coin touching.
No, actually, we all did pretty good, except for, Brendan and Spencer weren't 21 yet, so they couldn't anyway.
Oh,
and,
that sucks.
And me and John didn't actually at all, we kind of just bypassed it. If we had started gambling every day, we probably wouldn't. We would have ran out of money before the record was done, and we'd probably have to get out of the studio,
A new album sometime in the future. Have you started working on anything yet?
Yes, we have. I think we're going to be trying to complete that over the winter, so...
Brilliant. You guys have come out in the press and said that you want to be referred to as the new Radiohead.
That quote was actually misquoted, and we never actually said that.
Really? So NME, I believe it was. Is that right?
They're kind of known for that.
Surely they didn't misquote you. They're very accurate.
Yeah, right? How many times have you heard somebody say enemy misquoted them? Yeah, I think we were just talking about bands that kind of created something on their own, and I guess Radiohead seems to be the latest one to come to mind. That's been like a really influential band that sort of made something new out of rock and roll. So, but we just more respect bands that, you know, kind of like pave their own way.
Do you feel like you're paving your own way?
We're trying. I don't think we've started it really yet, but we've got some time. I met him when I was about 5 or 6. You know, I was golfing in my front yard. No big deal. My Fisher Price golf set. About 10 years later, we decided to start playing music together. We meet Brendan in high school. We get signed shortly after that. We make our record 3 days after they graduate high school, and then tour non-stop after that for a couple years, and then make the second record, Pretty Odd, and then now we're sitting here talking to you. Yeah, it's going to be great. Last time we were here, it was amazing. It's been really long, you know, it's been about 2 years now, and it's the last show of our whole tour, so we're going to try to make it a good one. It's also my birthday tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been getting birthday presents for the past week, so yeah, they do pretty well with that. You know? Yeah, we never thought that it would happen, especially on our first album. We were kind of just, you know, trying to figure out how to play music, and a lot of people ended up hearing that, so, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain why it happened or anything, but it gave us the opportunity to do a lot of things, so we're pretty thankful for that. No, I don't really think we're famous. I think the band's more famous than we are, if you know what I mean. We don't get like a lot of paparazzi or anything like that.
Don't get recognised down the street and stuff?
I mean, once in a while. Yeah. More if we're all together. Yeah, it's, you know, it's quite different. It was about 3 years in between making each album, and we got a new member in the band, John, and that, you know, that had a huge effect on things too, I think, and we started listening to kind of all different kinds of music, and just learning a lot more about music, and we just thought that, you know, the stuff we were writing was just coming out naturally, although it was quite different, so we just decided, you know, well, we should do this, you know, and put it out, despite the fact that it's different.
9 in the afternoon. Can you tell me what that means? Like, what does that mean? I've been thinking about this for months.
It's just kind of this expression that we came up with the night we were writing the song, and I guess it just means, like, you know, you don't really know what time it is. It's kind of real late in the night, and 9 in the afternoon, you know?
Too much partying, or?
Could be.
Yeah.
Or maybe not enough, or maybe you've just begun.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Some of the strings at Abbey Road, that must have been pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, it was amazing. Probably the best part of making the record was going there, at least for me. They've got 3 knives here. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with those. But.
It's kind of a toss-up probably between the first 2 videos we did for this album, 9 in the Afternoon and That Green Gentleman. As a band, the 4 of us had more to do and, you know, acted more in both those videos than we ever had before.
Who in the band is most likely to kiss a member of the same sex?
I don't know. I think Brendan may have. As a joke, you know.
Yeah, it's always as a joke.
I mean, you're looking for something, obviously.
See, most bands can't wait to talk about the rest of the group.
Well, that's the thing is, Brendan's watching us on a monitor from his hotel room right now. If we say anything bad about him, he beats us.
Who in the band is most likely to have a criminal record?
You do.
No, we love midgets.
Okay.
Throwing midgets is one of the great national pastimes of New Zealand. Tossing midgets.
That's amazing.
All over the place. Well, they bounce. I mean, it's not as if they hurt themselves.
And they're not animals. They're human beings.
Looking very stylish tonight, very stylish.
Yeah, we tried. We figured we should dress up. We heard there's going to be a few people here watching tonight.
All right. So. You know, what do you think about this whole rock band phenomenon?
I think personally it's great. It's gotten a lot of people into rock music, I think, that maybe weren't before through video games, which for us is a great thing. Like, we actually have a song that's going to be on the game, you know. The fact that we like video games as well is kind of cool for us to be able to have something like that happen, you know. We travel around so much, I think when we go home we try not to go anywhere. I don't know. Maybe we'll start learning how to cook or something while we're there. You can cook. You can cook a couple of dishes.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
What do you guys talk about when you're actually stuck in the limo line?
Oh, you know, we just play road games and stuff like that. All right, I'm coming out.
Come on out. Oh, you look great today. Look up. Look up in the sky. Look to your right. There you go. Right. You see me? Yeah.
Right.
Hey, man, you got a great suit on, man. It fits you well.
Hey. Oh, thank you.
Well, thanks very much. First of all, I don't know. Right now, I don't know what inspired it, but it's a little warm out here. So maybe the jackets.
Light colors. Nice.
Yeah,
nice
light colors, end of summer suits, you know.
There you go.
That kind of thing.
Who are you guys wearing tonight?
I have no idea.
No idea.
VMAs where dreams come true. Where dreams are shattered and stomped on. Yeah. One or the other. Yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. We're not up for quite that many awards this year, so it's kind of like, you know, open bar, maybe we can have a couple of cocktails before the big announcement, so that way, either way, we're having a good time. Panic World's a funny place these days. It's a hard life, you know. We just got off a world tour, so we're taking a break for a couple of weeks. Trying to get a tan, you know, we need some sun. We've actually started, you know, decoying. Are you guys writing new songs? You got a bunch of new shit? Yeah, we have some new songs. I think we're gonna be working on it during our next tour, and we're gonna do a record over the winter. It's sort of the plan right now. Really, that's pretty quick. Yeah. Why not? Well, why not? Because the record company won't put it out. Oh, they want to. They want as many as they can get. Trust me. Helicopter espionage. That's Sway right there. He's in there. I talked to him earlier. You did? Yeah. He complimented my suit from the helicopter. I don't know how he saw me, but he did. Just give me your best VMA memory. Sway complimenting my suit. Or, you know, Axl Rose complimenting his jacket the first suit. Hello, we are the Jonas Brothers.
What award show are you guys at right now?
The Emmys. Yeah.
In what state?
That's good. We've got an ace somewhere in this band, and we're not going to tell who it is, so secret weapon, you know?
So your fans on BuzzNet really want to know, vampires or unicorns?
I'd say both put together, a vampire unicorn. You ever seen one of those?
Imagine instead of sucking on the blood, they just stab you in the heart with the tip of their...
And drink it like a beer bomb.
Are you excited? Well, welcome to New York. We're very happy to have you. My first question is, do you remember your first New York City show?
Yes, it was on the main. I give him 100.
Well, at first I said 10 times 100, but then Chris corrected me 10 times 101.
I was watching the whole set, and I was working on a score here, and I came up with 10 times 101, but then I thought, too, you know?
Well, at first I was trying to figure out how much 10 times 102 would be. Figure out MC squared, and then I put hammer. And then it just made you guys rock harder probably than any other thing.
Hello, we're Panic at the Disco. This is MTV Hits. We're showing you some sweet video hits. And the first one, Ross.
Panic at the Disco. No, I'm just kidding. It's Fall Out Boy with their new single, I Don't Care.
I Don't Care.
And P. Wentz said today that that video is kind of great because I agree with him. It's, you know, it's him and Spencer Pratt getting punched in the face at the same time. It's like two birds getting killed with one stone, but two douchebags getting hit with one stone. All right, we are Panic at the Disco, and you're watching MTV Hits, and our next video is by a band that we've been appreciating for quite a long time called Oasis. The song is called The Shock of the Lightning, and we saw some unfortunate business happen to them recently at one of their shows in Europe, and we want to wish them the best because they're great songwriters, and here's one of their newest, The Shock of the Lightning. Check it out.
Hello. Yet again, we're Panic at the Disco. This is MTV Hits, and we're showing you some videos that we think are cool. And the next one is by a band called
OK Go, and we actually got to tour with them before they got super famous.
We did, before they got famous.
Yeah, before they were super indie.
So that makes us way more indie.
No, not us, them.
Oh, they're indie.
Yeah.
They're indie because we, oh, well.
We've got another one for you, and it's been, you know, one of our favorite young songwriters of late.
She's young.
Since we started this band, I remember being into Regina Spektor, and
for quite a while.
This is one of her new songs, so burning.
It's called Fidelity. Hello, we're Panic at the Disco. This is MTV Hits.
Yep.
And the next video that we want to show you is by the Dogfather, Snoop Dogg.
We consider him a close friend. I'm sure he doesn't consider us close friends, but that's fine. That's a video in our countdown, and it's Killers, Hometown Heroes. But I heard they filmed this in Japan. We know how Japan goes, and it seems like they captured the essence of an American band in Japan in that video, so I thought we should pick it. It's a great song and a fun video to watch, and yeah, the Killers, Read My Mind. Yes, and this next video I would like to introduce, I actually got to catch a show by them. A friend of ours played in a band called Halloween Town, but this band was headlining the show called Tokyo Police Club. They had a bunch of really great rock and roll songs, and so it was the first time I've ever heard them, and I want to recommend their video now. So let's
and they have a
watch it
video,
together.
so let's see it. Hello.
Hey.
That's Ryan.
Yep, and we have another song for you.
We do have.
This next band I listened to quite a bit when I was on vacation, when it was very summery but wintry in the United States.
Yes.
But Vampire Weekend, great beach vibe to them, and really catchy songs.
Which is weird because they're from New York, right?
I know, but it's very
West Coast?
watery.
Gotcha.
So I like this band and this song. All right, well, you have been watching MTV Hits, and we are Panic at the Disco. I'm Ryan, and this is Brendan, and we have one more video for you.
It's a good one.
Tell them what it is.
I will tell you what it is. It's by our band. It's called Panic at the Disco, That Green Gentleman.
Yeah.
So I hope you like it. If
Selfless.
not, then it's okay.
Selfless promotion.
It's all right. Whatever. Shameless
Figured
plug.
might as well get our money's worth. All right, so this is MTV's Rock the Deuce. We are here picking videos that we think are good, and another one we think is good is by the Cold War Kids.
Hang Me Up to Dry.
Yeah, and great song, great album.
Cool.
They just had a new one come out, so go pick that up. Here's their first single, I believe, and Hang Me Out to Dry.
These are a couple of videos that I like.
Couple by one.
By
one. Or you could be at your rolling rink at 8 years old.
Or you could be at
still
Crystal Palace Skating
appreciate
Center
the song,
and loving it.
Makes it a great song. And our first video is going to be by a band called Kings of Leon, which has quite a following in Europe, and unfortunately, you know, maybe America hasn't caught on as much as they should have, but this is their newest single called Sex on Fire. A great rock and roll band.
Cool video.
Of the 21st century.
Yes, great band. Cool video, great band.
Please listen.
Yeah.
All right, so the Kooks, we met them, I guess it was over the summer.
Yeah.
We played a couple of festivals with these guys, and really nice characters, and a really good young band that we wish the best of success to in America. And
very
maybe,
talented.
Maybe we could play a couple of shows with them, at some point. But in the meantime, here's their video. Good luck in America, and we hope that we run into you guys again soon. So here you go.
Aloha, we're Panic at the Disco. And we'd still like to show you some videos on Rock the Deuce, MTV 2. And this next one is
Over the Hills and Far Away
by Led Zeppelin.
All right, so next we have the Raconteurs, Salute Your Solution.
I love this band.
Yeah, me too. I feel like, Jack White is one of the only standing, committed people to...
That was your phone.
T-Mobile.
Let me see. Is that Jack White?
Yeah, it's him. Let's answer.
Jack.
Anyway,
all
right. Salute Your Solution.
I love this
one
band.
of the greatest rock and rollers of our time. All right, so we are Panic at the Disco, and this was Rock the Deuce. We figured we'd leave you with one more of our favorite videos, and I'll leave it to Brendan to describe this song and video to you.
Hey,
Hello, Brendan.
Hello.
So here we are, still in this wooden room.
Wooden.
And
Industrial.
what we're here talking about is bands, rock bands in general that we like.
Videos,
to play
music.
their videos. We're going to play a video by Vampire Weekend here called Cape Cod, Kwasa. Don't know what that means, but it doesn't matter because it's a catchy tune, so please check them out then.
You're getting ready to go backstage. That means you're entering a work environment. This is the first day of the tour, so there's a lot of people cutting wood.
Hey, thanks to Panic at the Disco for being here with us. Appreciate that. Pretty loud as the record. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Patty. Come back and see us.
Gosh, I just run the red light. Oh my god. I'm not kidding, just do it. No, I can't. It's leaving. It's okay, you're gonna have to drive really fast when it turns green. You're gonna have to drive as fast as hell. Come on! Fucking shit! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Ah! So we thought that we lost them, but apparently we didn't because there's a giant bus over there. So we think that's a panic bus right there. You guys, stuff like this happens. I love you. You can come hang out with us. Freaking frack. There's Ryan.
Hello.
We're here. Hello.
While you're touring and have a lot of ideas for the next album, how do you think the recording's going to go? Are you going to do it after this tour or on the bus or what?
We will do it after this tour. We're not quite sure if it'll be before or after Christmas and the holidays and things like that, but we hope we have, most of the songs done by the end of the tour, and we want to have another album out by spring or summer.
Have you been revisiting any of the material off the concept album that you sort of ditched?
No.
No? None?
One word answer, no.
Like, was it an easy song to write?
No, well, I don't know, kind of. We wrote it in a couple hours.
Extremely easy.
Probably the easiest song to play on actual instruments on the record, too. So
Play on Rock Band?
most of them.
All right. Are there any other plans to make any videos for any songs off Pretty Odd?
Never. Ever. Again.
Never again, because we just made one last
What
week.
did you make?
It was Northern Downpour. Should be out in a couple of weeks.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I'll tell you everything I know. We did it in the LA area.
The
Arctic LA area.
Urban LA area. It was the first video we've never actually did like a set dressing, you know, it was real life, and that was different for us. And it involves us defacing government properties and things like that, so
which is always fun.
That's all I can say.
It's always,
because we'd hate for us to get arrested before it even comes out. We just continue to be the same people as we were then, I guess.
And pick up Panic's next album, due out next spring.
I'm Ryan. We're having a lot more fun now, playing live and just writing new stuff. And you know, it's hard when people are expecting things from you when all you're trying to do is write songs that you like yourself.
A lot of Billy Joel, a lot of Bob Marley, a lot of Bob Dylan. The Bees.
Only Bob's. We only listen to
Bob's.
We do tend to like that stuff better than what's on the radio right now.
The Jonas Brothers did a blog about our album.
Oh, yeah.
About how we ripped off the Beatles and stuff, but they still liked it anyways.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Because they run the world.
They do.
They call the shots.
Bet you didn't know that.
Maybe give them a beer or two. See
We
what
don't drink
happens.
beer.
I couldn't believe it. We were going to get to meet one of my favorite bands, Panic at the Disco.
We actually have our first show tomorrow. It's a battle of the bands.
Really?
Oh, wow. First ever.
That's awesome. The first show
Very
we ever
exciting.
played was a battle of the bands. We didn't win, so a bunch of losers here. Just don't do anything that we do tonight if you guys watch the show.
Gotcha.
Meeting Panic at the Disco is just so cool.
You're also a professional photographer?
I'm a lot of things. They seemed to be like really good friends. Completely mellow, totally cool.
Good hustle.
There you go.
Good hustle. Good luck with the battle.
Maybe we'll see you on tour one day.
One day. Thanks, guys.
I remember.
Signed to a record deal before you actually played a show. True. Very humble.
The one thing that you wish somebody would ask you in an interview that has never been asked, that you want to brag about, that you just want to just get out there.
How many push-ups can I do?
How many push-ups can you do?
100.
I'll hold the guitar.
You tune it.
Since we've gone to commercial, I have found out that seriously, some of the band is afraid of heights.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to watch on the way up, so I turned around in the elevator.
Really?
Yeah. I'm okay though. Now that I'm up here, I just don't like, you know, the ride up.
We just met Panic at the Disco.
Yes, we did.
We've always just been into kind of like theatrical elements in music. 60s bands, you know, there used to be a lot of that on stage. Like, you know, even The Who and Pete Townsend used to dress up like Mozart on stage. So I think we just took that and found some sort of common ground because not a lot of bands these days do that kind of thing. We couldn't afford to pay them anymore, so they left us for money. We played at a water park one time, played at a hot dog stand once, and we played at a bowling alley while people were actually bowling. We actually played with fans like the first day of the tour, and they yelled at me for not being good enough at it, so I quit. I've walked away from the game gracefully.
They called you obscenities.
Yeah, but you know, no hard feelings. The Volkswagen Beetle?
Bing bing.
Norwegian what?
Hey Ryan. I'm great, how are you?
Hi, how's it going?
Everybody scream, everybody scream. It's almost Halloween. Do the trick or treat. Do the trick or treat. It's almost Halloween. Everybody scream.
There's a devil in the corner in candy apple red, dressed up like a fire, burning through my head. I got a little closer and offered her a drink. We took me to the graveyard and we did the trick or treat.
Peace out. Bye. Goodbye to the kids.
Deafening.
You're right. You know what? Spencer just turned 21.
Congratulations!
raise the roof.
He's getting old, you know, he's getting old.
Rolling Stones gave it 4.5 out of 5. Does that kind of stuff mean anything to you?
I think they gave our first album like half a star, so that was an improvement. I don't know.
Wow. They were saying that this is your Sgt. Pepper's. That's really nice.
Who said that?
People,
Did you say that?
reviewers. I just said it
I
right
don't know.
now.
I don't think in relation to how many albums we've put out, we can even make that kind of a statement yet, you know?
When you guys were preparing to write the album, that you were influenced by the best pop and the best rock albums, okay, of all time. Is that true?
To us, yeah.
Yeah, to you,
us,
exactly.
yeah.
So I want to know what those crucial albums were, like the top 3.
Top 3. I don't know.
Did you guys fight over
it's
that?
hard. Revolver, Pet Sounds, what else?
Violator.
What'd you say? Depeche Mode, come on.
Depeche Mode, okay. Do you guys end up asking the guys for advice, that kind of stuff, because they've been in it that much longer, however small that might be?
Yeah, you know, sometimes, but recently Pete's just been telling me that I'm going to have to take over for him when the baby comes and, you know, all that. So I think he's been asking us for more advice lately.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to play bass on their next tour, right?
Yeah. I'm going to get a wig and just, I'm going to beat Pete on their next tour.
Nice.
When the baby, you know, finally arrives.
That's good.
Yeah, you know, and we can change them up a little bit every night. We don't play the exact same set, so kind of makes touring a little bit more fun now that you've got, I mean, loads of songs now. About 1 million songs.
Hello. Hey. I don't know, Ryan. She wants to know what inspires our fashion style.
Thanks, I love you too. Don't cry.
Maybe our parents' closets. I don't know.
I think we need a second opinion on your clothing. I think I want to go see what Panic at the Disco think of your clothing.
What up?
Let's go ask Panic at the Disco what they think about your clothing.
Come on, guys. This is Panic at the Disco. This is Future's Past.
Got to meet them, go backstage, coolest guys ever. To get to meet them was amazing experience. Pretty stylish. Ballin'.
Dude, we were having a ball. All jokes. Then BAM! We found ourselves in a panic push-up throwdown.
Beautiful.
Well, we're just wishing you guys good luck.
Best of luck.
For the TV, so good luck with this band. I hope you guys win.
Let's do a huddle. Little huddle. Do you guys watch Mighty Ducks? 1, 2, 3, 4. Quack, 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 quack.
And here we are at the Voodoo stage where we're actually going to play in a couple of hours. What do you say we show these fine folks around the grounds?
Yeah, we can give it a shot.
All right, let's go.
Hello out there in TV land. We are currently at Preservation Hall at the Voodoo Music Festival.
Yeah, and actually it's a replication of a famous, very famous music venue in the city of New Orleans. And the big thing here is the Mardi Gras Indians, where the jazz musicians actually dress up in these elaborate costumes and they play, and it's an old New Orleans.
What is your personal definition of voodoo?
It's like a mysterious magic that can be performed by some sort of shape-shifting. It has to involve
Chris
some
Angel.
Sort of...
So are you superstitious?
We do have Lucky Charms on the bus, though.
Do you have the cereal?
One thing we do have.
Okay, we'll start there.
I don't know, a little bit. Maybe. I don't really like to fly. Maybe that's a superstitious thing.
As a musician, that's tough too, because you must be on planes constantly.
You would know.
Yeah. I have a question. With Halloween right around the corner, what are the costume plans? What's going on for Halloween for you guys?
Oh, a lot, actually. We actually recorded a Halloween song and we made a video that we just put online yesterday, so
awesome.
You should go watch it.
I'm taking a video.
costumes. There might be bugs in them too from the woods, so watch out for that. Thanks.
We had the great fortune this year to go on a tour with a really great group of dudes called Panic at the Disco. And I'm really happy to say that 2 nights ago I gave Ryan strep throat. It was a sex thing. You guys are like, yeah, it totally was. That was a joke. We'd like to invite Ryan on stage to help us with this next song. Ryan just said that was the best intro I've ever given him. And by intro, what did you mean?